Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Knuckles coming to another video of Nani episode. We discuss the anime that we're currently watching. As you guys know, I am very behind on this shit right there. Well, content that I've been going to, but this week I will definitely be caught up on everything because the next one I have is not until next weekend, so I have at least a week to get myself ready. So let's get right to it. By the way, also this Friday is Dun Dun, so I gotta watch that as well. But anyway, so currently talking about Fire Force season 3, episode 8 and 9, and the beginning of episode 8 is pretty crazy when we saw Citizen Summary, and pretty much the truth was revealed what Sid Habana was researching is that since Samurai was doing doppelganger experiments, and we kind of learned where doppelgangers come from, the old world. Pretty much like doppelgangers are like your other self in the adult world, and they try to escape from the adult world. And if you and your doppelganger get like come into in there enter in there come close to one another, it's human combustion right there. So she's just learning that, and she was using the little girls as experiments. Where she was eating their vegetables with adult insects, and like it was gross. Like it was gross. Like sister not having any soul or anything like that. Just simply smiling about that shit. Like just you've been so smart, Hibana. Like she was the reason why their church, burned down and everything. Only her and the he bought an sister were the only survivors right there. And it gets even more gross when we see those the children that she experimented on, become like their doppelgangers come out, and they're all saying, "Hibana, Hibana, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts." Like it's it was gross. Like it was sad. Like it was very very sad. And the other thing is that like who is Sister Mary? Because she's saying that the first Great Cataclysm happened 250 years ago, and it's like, how are you alive? How are you still alive from all those years ago? So it's like instead of separated, something over that lady. Like clearly, I don't think she's human, or she got something to make her still be alive all these years. Like it is just very gross, very disgusting, and she wants the Great Kylo's to come again right there, and it's like it's very concerning, and I'm scared because it's like this lady that was who was thought to be a good person was experimenting on all these kids having no soul in the world right there. And she was getting ready to kill Sister Hibana and the others right there, but luckily Sister Hibana's man came, well, not her man, but like her henchman came in and saved him right there. And like I said, this Sister Mary is better. It's like she was strong. Like had they fought her, it would have been over. Like if for them, like she was vibrating, like she was cold. Like the guys couldn't even touch her. Like they couldn't even touch her right there. And so I thought they were gonna have more on Sissy Habana on that episode right there, because that first half of the episode was it was like basically Sissy Habana, and Sister Samurai explaining themselves. Well, no, correction. It was mainly more so of Sister Samurai was explaining herself as to why she was doing all this stuff right there. So I would say the beginning part, episode 8, was good, but then the other part, with it with Arthur, being down enough for losing that battle right there. Vulcan and the others come up with this plan, was like, hey, author. We know we have this orcularium that can actually help make you make a ultimate sword right there. And anytime, like every said before, anytime author's imagination is bigger, pause, the stronger he becomes. So like they're kind of set this fake adventure, sort of in a real way, this real fake adventure right there for Arthur, to reclaim his sword and reclaim, his confidence in it, right? So that's basically the end part of episode 8. In episode 9, they're still going on the adventure, but the biggest thing that they did was, traveling to the Nether, and we're well not introduced, but like Arthur finds his parents, and it felt in an awkward way. It was like, oh, Arthur, hey mom and dad, like not a care in the world, like not like, oh my god, I haven't seen you in a while right there. Like they just let us said, hey, we're out on an adventure, blah blah blah. And honestly, I think we need to add Arthur's parents to the list of like bad anime parents that abandon their kids. And normally it's just a parent, and they remember having to be two parents, like both parents, the mom and the dad, being terrible parents right there. And not only that, they had kids. Like they had kids. Like y'all are awful. Like y'all awful. Y'all. I mean, I think a couple years ago we had Toji as like the worst father award. I think now we gotta give it to Arthur's parents. I mean, granted, we still have the rest of 2025 to go, but like Arthur's parents are definitely the worst parents of 2025 so far. Like I said, you abandoned your kid when he was very young, and then not only that, you have more kids. And that ain't bad parents. I don't know what is right there. Like that is just goddamn awful. But they were also aware of the empire being all thing and all that type of shit right there. So they were aware, what was going on in the above world right there, but they didn't actually help Arthur and Vulcan lead him to their Orcalurium for him to create a sword right there. But I think, despite all that, I think the most part of episode 9 was the fact that Shinra was trying to learn how to actually do it on the Dola link or Dola burst right there to connect with his brother. And Benny Mara was saying that you need to relax right there, and he does relax, and he ends up getting a duel with his brother. Now I think someone was saying this in episode season 1 that like Shinra can have the ability can like if he uses a dual link or dual burst so many times he can actually like create like a time rift. He can travel through time because he can go so fast right there, and I believe from what I heard, him and that one Pika girl are going to travel in time right there, and that's what looks like throughout this intro right there. So I think eventually Shimmer and that girl are going to travel through time. When that's going to happen, probably at the end of the season right there, because remember, it's two halves. Like we have this half, and then the second half at the beginning of 2026 right there. So we have a couple episodes left right there. It's getting to the finale of this half right there. I am looking forward to seeing that right there. But yeah, Arthur's parents suck. And since December, I mean, to experiment on kids like that, young kids, like not even I don't think they're even 10 right there. A Dolan 6 in there, that that is just gross, yo. Like that is sickening. That is sad and sickening. And she has like no like emotions. It's like it's like it was very scary, very very scary right there. So Susan Samurai will definitely be one to look out for in the second half of season 3. I mean, I'm good. Who knows? She could possibly die in this first half. But like I highly doubt it though. Like we'll see her again in the second half. Most doubt, definitely. If we don't see her in the second half, I'll be shocked right there. But yeah, because I'll be shocked. But literally, think about these episodes right there. Like I said, we're getting up to the finale, the season finale. Then we're gonna get ready for part 2 in January right there. But like I said, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to part of this family. Comment, like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Be sure to follow me on social media accounts in the description box below. And always remember what J. Cole said, everybody. There is no such thing as life better than yours. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.